Hello guys, in this video we will discuss about the configuring of the SQL Server Services and the startup parameters. This is one of the part of post requisites of the SQL Server installation. So the first part is configuring of the SQL Server Services and the startup parameters. So SQL Server Services, after installation we need to fix few of the parameters, like SQL Server Services is one of the part. Let's first open the services first. So here the services window is open. We need to give S. While giving the S, here we will get the details of our services. This is the two services, SQL Server Services and the SQL Server Agent Services. Our SQL Server is running on the basis of these two SQL Server services. Okay, so these two services has the here on the top we can able to see log on as this is the account, and here the status we can able to see it's running. So the startup type is automatic. Okay, so first we will discuss about the this log on as the account. So what happened in the organization when you install the SQL Server, it generally in the DBA team 7 to 8 members are there, and when they get means request for the SQL Server installation, they installed on their own local credentials. They have their own credentials which is provided by the company, and they install the SQL Server services on their local credentials. So and let me open. First we need to click over here, then we need to right click properties. Here we can able to see log on. Now we have to click on the log on. In here we can able to see the account, means the account user ID and the password. So this user ID and password generally the DBA use their local when the installation completed, but when we move this services SQL Server to the user or to the client, so they will generally give a credential, user ID and a password, and on the behalf of that we will use that password. Suppose we will use first the credential which is given by the client side or the user side. Suppose pdc 0 us mrk SQL 01. So this is the credential and the password they will give. We will put the password. Okay, put the password and the confirm password same. Okay, after giving this we need to click on the apply and then okay. So I'm not clicking on the apply because this is my personal account, so I'm clicking cancel. So in this way we set the SQL Server Services account. Once it is set, now we can able to see here it's running state. So if you want to change in the running, you need to click on the right click properties again. In the general we have the option startup type. In the startup type, if you click this down arrow, here we can able to see automatic, manual and disabled. Automatic means in the production generally we keep automatic because in the automatic while doing some activities like patching or any other activities, it takes automatically SQL Server restart and stop. If you keep in the manual state, then in the manual state a DBA or anyone need to go. If you keep apply okay manual states, that means when we doing any activities and we when we require the downtime to stop the services, we need to go by manually click on the properties. Okay, manually click on the properties and stop the services. So in this way we do start and stop the services. And the startup parameters type, in the general the startup type, if you keep automatic, then we'll take it apply okay, then it will take as an automatic way. So in this way we keep stop and start the services before and after doing any activities. And why the configuring of SQL Server Services, the same way we need to configure the SQL Server Agent Services. Properties, then log on, and here we need to keep on this account. Here we need to give the credentials, username and password, click apply and OK. So in this way we just set the SQL Server Services. Now the next part we have startup parameters. The startup parameters, for startup parameters we need to go in the search button and we need to give SQL Server Configuration Manager. SQL Server Configuration Manager, we need to click over here. Okay, we got this window and then we need to click over SQL Server Configuration Managers, SQL Server Services. Here the account will come. SQL Server Services are showing this state and stop state. You need to click on the start. So it is in running state. Okay, now we need to click over here, right click, then properties. Once we click on the property, we got one pop-up page. Here in the pop-up page we have the option startup parameter over here. We need to click over here, startup parameters. Now in the startup parameters we got three options: hyphen D, hyphen E and hyphen L. Hyphen D, hyphen E and hyphen L, if we go towards right side, we can able to see master.mdb, error log and master log. Whatever the SQL server we have, inside that we have the, in the system database we have master database. Okay, for keeping this master database, okay, we need the startup parameters. For the startup parameters we need to provide the particular path where we are keeping our master database. If you open over here, bitcoin, right, properties, yeah, so master, for the error log, whatever the errors are coming and it is storing in the master database, these are all error is going to keep in the master data in this path, in the error log drive, in the master path, in the log file. Okay, so if you want to see this path, let's click over here. I'm copying this path and giving the file explorer. Master log, here we can able to see the drives, not drive means these files, data files. So master data file is a master path. If you keep wrong, then SQL Server won't start. And if you keep the log drive, if log drive generally get full, then the service is going to be failed. Okay, so we have to take care of this path. We have to configure this path after SQL Server installation. Thank you.